And we're live. Let's go. What's going on, Broncos country? How we feeling tonight? We're gonna be doing some work tonight. George Payne gonna be doing some work tonight. I'm thinking we coming away with two players today, y'all. We gonna come away with two players. I don't know who. I just hope one of them is Jonah Coleman. I love me some Jonah Coleman. Let me know who y'all would like the Broncos to draft tonight. Hit me up in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Let's go. Let's go. Yep, the Broncos will be making some picks today, y'all. I think San Francisco's on the clock. Y'all guys, excuse me, man. My wife made me my birthday cake. She waited till I got home. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Let's go. San Francisco is on the clock today, unless they did another trade. Roger Goodell. Got Pat McAfee up there, about to open up the draft.
Can I have dinner with you tomorrow? Can I have dinner with you tonight?
I'm,
I said, can I have dinner tonight?
I guess so. I'm doing the draft now, babe. Mm. Hey, babe.
Huh?
I said, mm,
You make all right.
yeah, she done did my birthday cake. Joe, we gonna come. Oh, okay. We gonna come away with two impact players today. Watch. Mm-mm. Same thing is on top. Let's go. Let's see what San Fran gonna do tonight, y'all. Look like they might make the pick. All they did yesterday was trade out of the first round. Yes, sir. Please like the stream. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers until after the draft. Let's go. We're on the road to the 1,000. Okay, they still on the clock. 5 minutes left. They know who they gonna pick, and they just sitting there like smiling. If you know who you gonna pick, man, just turn the card in. Keep the draft moving instead of procrastinating. Let's see what the Broncos gonna do. If are they gonna try to move up from 62 or stay pat or trade back? What's good? Yes, sir. I see y'all out there. How y'all doing tonight in the chat? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Arms Rush Fancast, y'all. We about to get it in today. We ain't had no picks yesterday, but our first round pick was Jalen Waddle. Yes, sir. I hate it when these teams just they know who they gonna pick. They just want to let the clock run out, run up the time. Okay, okay. Star plays. I'm sub. All right, thank you for subbing. Thank you for subbing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We just getting started here, y'all. Just waiting to see who they gonna see, man. I'm just waiting on what my Broncos gonna do, y'all. What them Broncos gonna do today? The pick is in. Pick is in. Pick is in. Uh. Okay, here come Roger Goodell with the pick. Oh no, there's somebody else. Dejon Stribbling, Ole Miss, wide receiver. Size, speed, strong hands. When the draft is over, I'll be doing reactionary videos to every Bronco pick, and on my other channel, no flags, no filters for every other team pick on that channel. No flags, no filters. That's where I cover all 32 teams. So be having content for y'all soon. Having a lot of content for y'all after the draft. Cardinals pick is in for the Arizona Cardinals.
Another Pittsburgh collegiate player, James Conner, is here. Got injured last year, and now Jeremiah loves his new teammate with Tyler Algier. Here's a nice warm applause to make the Cardinals trip. Pittsburgh is 0-0. It's good to be home.
James Conner going to announce the pick.
NFL draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Chase DeSantis, guard, Texas A&M. Well, there you go. They just got and sliding through it along the interior. The first game I watched, you see at the bottom there, was against Miami, and that was an epic battle between him and Ruben Bain, and Ruben Bain went inside. Very competitive. That's not really long. He's got 31-inch arms. Talk a lot about the arm length in this year's draft, but he's got...
Okay, they probably gonna start a run on the guards, O linemen, probably like they did yesterday. Once they picked that offensive lineman, was nothing but just a run on them.
Protection, mentioned him fighting Bain. You see a little bit of it there against Arkansas. Very, very competitive kid. Again, the arm length was a little bit of the knock there, Joel, and you feel like he might be a one-position player. But this guy plays with leverage, power, and his aggressive finish. What do you talk about power?
Started 35, 36 games played in career. Excuse me. Buffalo Bills is on the clock. 3 minutes left. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, they ain't even make not one pick yesterday. Last night they kept trading back till they finally traded out of the first round. All right, the pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. James Cook rushed for 1,621 yards in 2025, led the NFL. So let's see. It's a running back. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Have not made the Super Bowl since 1993. Lost 4 straight from 90 to 93. Yeah, that's that old Buffalo Bills curse, y'all. All right. Somebody coming out to announce the pick.
The 31st pick in the 2016 draft, the Buffalo Bills select linebacker T.J. Parker from Clemson.
Okay. Edge. Linebacker T.J. Parker, Clemson. Edge rusher.
Still in a position that needs still get, I think, a first-round player. It's a lot of power when you're watching a really rugged rusher using that length. He's not even more 24 than he did 25. He's got a natural feel. You see the quick hands be able to swipe and free himself and get home. And another theme of this draft is you guys that can keep inside rush over guards. You're seeing a lot of collegiate level.
Okay, what's going on, man? How are you? How's everybody out there in the chat? Hope all is well. Yes, sir. Hope all is well with everybody out there in the chat. Oh yeah, bro, I'm doing good, man. Just chilling, man. Just chilling right here. My wife just made me my birthday cake, and I'm chilling, man. Everything's good. Everything's good. Thanks for asking. See, I got on my Atwater jersey, man. Got the Atwater. Got the throwback. 75th NFL anniversary joint. The Atwater. Yes, sir. Got the Atwater on. Commercial break. Man, I gotta find my other phone, so play some music. All right, the pick is in for the Texans. Let's see what these Texans gonna do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm from USA. Where are you from? Yes, sir. I'm from the US of A.
With the 61st pick of the Super Bowl, the National Football League selects ESPN. They're on the clock. Hey, congratulations on your first Super Bowl. Time for Greg Reaver, built by Lowe's. That's the only individual life. Everybody, Kate McDonald, the defensive tackle from the Ohio State University. The commissioner invited everybody that was still at the ring on the lap, and McDonald accepted. Moments ago,
All right, the pick is in for the Texans.
which is moving up 2 spots to make this choice. The challenge to have for the Texans still on the clock. So, based on the Raiders, the Browns, they with their first start. What do you think the Texans are going to do? Will they bring a jump up sequence? What they need against the absolute nothing. So,
Pick should be coming in soon. Okay, here come Roger Goodell. Okay, you from Russia? Okay, that's all right. And thanks for joining the chat, man. Thanks for joining the live stream. Oh, okay, they took D tackle Caden McDonald, Ohio State, 6'2" and 1/8, 326. He's a junior. Yeah, that boy a fool. First team All AP All American. That boy good. Excuse me. Them, them Ohio State boys. It get you some. So save me a few. Okay. Thank you. Those are some big chicken wings, boy. Yeah, that was a D'Amico Ryan pick.
This plate looks so good.
The Giants should be on the clock. Pick is in for the Giants. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. Yes, sir. I do. What's new in the news and the politics? The same old stuff, man. Same old stuff. Trump trying to run the world, trying to ruin the world instead of trying to negotiate and talk sensible with other countries. You know, New York, we always bartered and trade. That's how that's how the world was built on barter and trading. Trump want to be the whole thing. Can't do that. It's not how the United States was ever ran. So, okay, they select Colton Hood, cornerback, Tennessee, third team All SEC. Raiders should be on the clock next. Excuse me. Pickers in for the Raiders. Yeah, you can. Just don't act like you're a stranger. Then they'll get you. When you acting like you don't know where you from or what you doing, where you going, you gotta act like you know where you going. Tourists get attacked because people see that they don't know. They look at them and they see like they lost. Can't act like you lost. But it's been a lot of people from Russia and stuff come as a tourist and probably had a lot of success in getting around in our country. Okay, the Raiders selected Trey Dan Dukes. Dukes is Stoops. The Browns are on the clock. The Browns are on the clock. Pick is in. Pick is in.
Go ahead. Right the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. And with USPS Ground Advantage, your packages stay in our secure network. Dock to door, nationwide. For full visibility, near real-time tracking, affordable pricing, for peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage. During the off-season, own again with the NFL app. Your home for all things NFL. And subscribe to NFL Plus for more access for the picks, the plays, all in one place. Scan now and score 40% off NFL Plus. The 2026 NFL schedule is about to drop. You're making them must-see showdowns and return stars ready for prime time. Plus the biggest international slate ever. NFL schedule release on NFL Network and ESPN2. Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweatpants, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to work. I got it in 16 no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediate. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collar fits stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com. I'm Omar Asad.
I know, I'm going to get some sleep tonight. Slept good last night, too, though.
So important because what you get life insurance in minutes, 100% online, no medical expense. Check your price today at ethos.com. App protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus on
Yeah, you're right. You got to see it for yourself. Because sometimes on the news, people don't really tell the whole story. You're right.
some notable second round draft choices. Steeler fans used to know this guy around here. George Pickens was killer last year in Dallas. Signed his franchise tag tender playing there. And James Cook, the leading rusher in last year's National Football League regular season campaign. However, it's just named 2 moments ago. Texans fans celebrating with Jake McDonald. The Browns moments ago.
The pick is in for the Browns.
Looks like don't leave Coach Hendon over there. Got to follow with the back count. When you miss the first pitch count, the pitch count is not enough. You got to double that up. You got to double that up. Okay. I like what they did last night. Right away. Why not? I mean, they needed a goal. Still reading about what's that show. Hello. What's up, Pittsburgh? We are here for the 39th pick of my Cleveland Browns. With the 39th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Denzel Boston, wide receiver, Washington. Here we go, Browns. Wide receivers here, defense first and second year.
It's Denzel Boston, y'all. Cleveland Browns and select Denzel Boston. They're describing him as a power forward, just downfield, and his comp is Cortland Sutton. Good comp.
This is what he does. Uses that strength and power, get away from the press, and look at how strong his hands are to finish down the field. 50-50 balls, back shoulder throws. Again, I think they found a beautiful mix with these 2 wide receivers. Really polar opposite of how they play the game, Joel.
Kansas City is on the clock. Pick is in already.
Ultimately stayed for Joe Fish and had a really solid career. Most of the young guns that have been brought in over the last couple of drafts, they are the first team since the 1996 Jets to choose a wide receiver twice in the top 40 picks of a draft. That was year Keyshawn went first, and Alex Van Dyke went later on in the second round. He never wrote a book about having the ball run to him. Alex Van Dyke didn't get that award. Anyway, yes, sir. Good call, Charles. Of course, you know that. Hello, Pittsburgh, and hail to Pitt. With the 40th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select R. Mason Thomas, defensive end, Oklahoma. I'll tell you what, this Chiefs team was not satisfied
Mason Thomas,
last year, specifically
edge, Oklahoma.
really didn't the mark 29th in the league. So what have they done? They've gone out and got a corner in the lane, an interior pass rusher, and Peter Wilson. And now they get someone who can really be a fastball fly off the edge. He plays with unbelievable energy and tenacity. And our Mason Thomas
Excuse me.
you see his ability to get right up top. Or if you're going to overset him, he's going to be able to get right inside your shoulder and win on the short pass to the quarterback. Someone who's got some real feel as a rusher. The power, watch him just throw the tackle right back into the quarterback in that Auburn game. And Andy Reid, you can tell what the party was, CD. He was not satisfied with where they were defensively. There's been some changes and a lot of additions so far in this draft. Kevin Overhaul, when they took the 5 defensive backs into one draft, they have propelled them towards being a better defense and continuing to be a Super Bowl team. That's what it looks like they're trying to do right now to get back to that. To give Chris Jones some help up front and get him back to being the game record that he was because they're holding up on the back of the people. I love the energy Bolden plays, but Thomas plays that type of energy coming off the edge. Signature play last year, Owen Heineke was up leaving the draft towards the Buffalo, Tennessee. Thomas picks it up, gets himself hurt on the play, but you saw everything you wanted in terms of the hustle. That defense was one of the best defenses in all of college football, really led them to the college football playoff, and he had great production. 25 and a half tackles for loss and 17 sacks in his career. Great effort player. He does have to avoid the injuries. He's had some injuries in each of the last 3 seasons, but when healthy, he's a dominant player. All right, we're waiting on 2 picks. These picks just show that the Dolphins are now on the clock. The Bengals are about to make their pick as the sun is setting here in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals' first pick.
Pick is in for the Bengals.
Here in this draft in Western Pennsylvania. It's a defensive player, right? It's a day's long, and it takes much longer, but for this big long, defensive player.
See what these Bengals gonna do. Let's see what these Bengals are doing. Cassius Howell, defensive end.
Kansas out this year. They like to shop at the same store here. Big time fastball. This is one that you need. Sort of David Bailey of the best. You know, anybody this year. This might be number 2 right here. Look at this going to win early and get underneath the edge of the blockers. That's that same little dip and rip. And got somebody to get a hand on as he just about pulverized his poor Nussmeier there. With a counter rush, once you account for that speed again, be able to feel that those shoulders get turned, and then you can do a spider crawl at the end. And then because of that speed, you can run them on a lot of stunts and leads and reach center. But another one with short arms, we talked about that at the top. The Bengals don't seem to care. They got a good rusher. Great bend, great hit. Kind of the bottom out. I think we found Von Miller move for Texas A&M, and then Howell would just go down there and play screen fashion. So that's the first pick of the draft for them because they added Dexter Lawrence just a couple of days before the draft. So they have 2 players for that defensive line that lost Trey Hendrickson to free agency. So the Bengals are addressing the draft at the end of the screen about how much trouble and struggles that the Dodgers had at the system the last couple of years. So the Saints are now about to make their announcement. The Dolphins are midway through their first pick of the night.
Pickens in for New Orleans.
With the 42nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Christian Miller, right tackle, Georgia.
Oh man, Chris Miller. Look at that boy, man. Look at that boy. Big boy right there. You okay, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm about to go lay down.
Oh, okay.
That's something I'm sure Coach Staley's going to enjoy coaching. I interviewed him on the radio, and you know where he did the interview from? The Stairmaster. He's actually doing the stair climber, doing the interview. He's working on it. That's impressive. I get your statement.
Christian Miller, D tackle, Georgia Tech.
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. Time to start new jobs, tackle new projects, and stock up on new tools at Harbor Freight.
The Miami Dolphins are on the clock.
We've got the quality tools and savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring savings at Harbor Freight. Tonight, in your spacious La Quinta suite, you can be the agent of destruction. We get it. You've been building connections all day. Well, demolish that personal record. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Get the latest Galaxy for $0 at Verizon. And use Circle to search with Google to start a whole new look. So hot. Yeah. Now Verizon gets a new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra for $0. No trade-in needed. Forgot about the shoes. Go look those teeth. Alright, not while I read.
All right, the pick is in for the Dolphins.
For dead weeds in just one day. Scripps pet friendly weed dead day. $10 for large. $10 for any three toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. With our new garlic autumn hand tops. There's crust and then there's hot crust. Crust to crave and $10. Order in a pizza. We're all on regional multi-zone. For us, it's great, uncompromising, delicious burger. Handcrafted, honestly made. Makers market, perfectly unreasonable. Wake up! It's time to talk football! Never putting down this experience. You're tripping up your stomach, Josh. It's all happening right here on Good Morning Football. This is the road to the NBA Finals on ESPN and ABC. Greatest is up to Greg. And it's all happening now. Here's one. The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN and ABC. offensive. Latest pick is in 43rd overall. Last night, Jaden Proctor was the first pick of the John Eric Sullivan era there in South Florida. The tackle out of Alabama. And then using the choice that they got from Denver, even Jaden Waddle. And the three spots they took the corner out of San Diego State, Chris Johnson. Now we're going to find out who they got. So they've got tackle and corner. And this is a team that we would think is in need of a wide receiver in the draft. Let's see what they do here. Jack Stevenson going out to make the call. All right, hello everybody, football fans out there. With the 43rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker, Texas State. So they're going defense again. Jacob Rodriguez is one of the most fun players to study with a really cool story. I'll let you guys tell the story here in a minute, but I know one thing about him. Now, this is a football player. I know his favorite video game. It's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Because when you watch him play, that's all he does is force fumble after fumble after fumble. 7 forced fumbles this year to go along with 4 interceptions.
Miami Dolphins select Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker, Texas Tech.
Again, you have that ball loose, he's coming to get it. It wasn't just during the season, he did it at the Senior Bowl as well in practices. He just has a knack for it. So beware, if you are a running back in the AFC East playing against the Miami Dolphins, you better have 5 points of pressure on that ball, girls. You might be dead. All right, and don't forget who he married. Jacob Rodriguez, who is a Blackhawk helicopter pilot. So when he comes home, he salutes and says, yes, absolutely. Because he's done his work on the field, he's going to come home and he's going to get salutes for them. And if you don't get it right, that tackle coming at you, look out. Everett high school quarterback, switched to linebacker, got better and better throughout his career. They threw it in Miami, kind of fitting for the Wildcat quarterback too at Texas Tech. That's right. Well, he was a quarterback at Virginia, then a wide receiver, then walked on at Texas Tech, becomes an All-American bucket award, 125 tackles each of the last few years. Sheila Lee, their defensive coordinator, Rich, he showed a video of the beat-up punch. Immediately, that's exactly so Jacob Rodriguez the next day, all he did, punching the football out, that became a staple of his game. Brad Holmes just flipped the Jets in 4th round pick, but they got it. David Montgomery trade in Houston.
Calvin Johnson coming to announce the pick.
With the 44th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Derek Moore, defensive end, Michigan. Who's the chat? They go to at least Colorado and Appalachian State right now. But I feel like defensive end for Michigan going to the Lions, I think that's worked out quite well in the past. How about the power and the vigilance that he possesses? You see it from every single game. He's going to test your ribs. He's going to put his hands on your chest, and he's going to try to run you right back to the quarterback. And then if he gets to an edge, he's just going to pry open that outside shoulder and let him finish. Here he is in the Senior Bowl. Look at the outback carrying tonight. He didn't have to make the tackle. He just runs the 4 tight end into the ball carrying tackles them both. And then the edge rush here, he's working against Markel Brown, one of the biggest linemen, defensive linemen in the entire draft class, quarterback over around. So he's got one edge rusher from Michigan on the other side, and he's going to provide some serious power opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, Quinn Jackson, he was a captain for that team. You know that they run that Reagan style of defense that Harbaugh brought there. The hard edges, that was the whole thing that made Hutchinson so good. And that's certainly what Derek Moore was able to give them as well. Well, the old defensive coordinator of Michigan is down on the clock. Yet another pick as the new head coach of the Ravens.
Baltimore's Ravens on the clock.
movement. But what really baffles me is that people turn down free money by not switching to Geico. Customers can say, no, you don't. It feels good to Geico. Gonzalez wasn't dead. The version you heard was the Ravens putting foot on the faucet. Would you not agree the Ravens have been who's the loudest by Steelers fans? Yeah, that's the right one. But it's really better when it's real. Okay. So the Lions just chose Derek Moore out of Michigan. We're waiting on the Ravens announcement. Then there's the Bucs, and then there's the Colts. I believe Matt been announcing the Colts, so that's shocking. Here's the Bruce. Oh my goodness. Let's not be chicken.
Excuse me. Whoa.
Physical edge setters against the run who are going to play heavy-handed and play
Been a nice run on edge rushers.
all the way back to Suggs, but again, someone who's very strong at the point of attack. Zion Young, he's going to knock you back, especially when you can give him a little bit of a runway. If you get a little bit of a runway to get built up and going, he can really knock you back into the quarterback. Here's the power to the contact. You get your hands on him, he's able to work through it. And tight ends, again, you're not going to block him. Just forget it. You better bring somebody else to help him because he destroys tight ends on a consistent basis. Here's some of that power we discussed, CD. You saw that in both field with a lot of these rushers. It's a unique class of these pass rushers. Primarily it's power. We got a couple of speed guys who saw power earlier tonight, but the majority of these guys are heavy-handed power rushers, which means there's room for them to grow.
Zion Young, edge rusher, Missouri. Baltimore Ravens select. Tampa Bay's on the clock. Pick is in.
Take off my host hat and put on my how about that? All right, the Bucs with the 46th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, and I am very, very happy to say this because I might make some Philadelphia fans a little bit upset. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Josiah Trotter, linebacker, Missouri. Son of Jeremiah, going to Tampa. Yeah, he did a little earlier than I thought he would come off the board, but you look at this guy, he's a big linebacker, and he's an explosive striker, and you mentioned his dad, this is the family business, and you see that, especially in the run defense. He's someone that when you're watching him, Charles, when he pulls the trigger, it goes, he can really hit you. Now, some of my concerns were in coverage. I thought there were some issues at times. That's going to be areas that continue to grow and develop. But he's going to be able to control the run game. That's the calling part. Yeah, absolutely. Brother came out of Washington after Philadelphia. Wearing the 54 that his dad made famous there. And that was because the Chargers all back to Tampa Bay with another former pro that coach, South Bowles. That's awesome. The reason why the Steelers people are all excited right now, and you heard a cheer during the I think they were cheering your excellent analysis. Maybe what's crushed are the hopes of Colts fans.
It was a trade. And then there was a trade.
All the way to the 6 box.
Pick is in.
And they got a Steelers fifth-round selection, a couple of them. To move down these 6 spots and delay their first pick of the draft, and yet all the Steelers fans were here of all ages, all excited, waving those towels again. Yeah, I'm just looking through the top 50 list offensively. They only got one player left, not Joey Bernard. When you get over the defensive side of the ball, there's a lot of corners to pick from. So if you're playing that game, CD, you can look in that direction. What is your back to Boyd coming off the board? That would be someone who's got to get comfortable with. Right, because the injury last year was Will Johnson with Michigan, and he ended up going down to what, 47, 48 before he came off the board and slid that forward. We got to find out what happens to Ron McCoy, who would be the highest rated corner, I believe, under board right now. And don't forget that they were planning to choose in round 11 until Howard Roseman ruined that party for the eastern part of Nebraska and chose for sure. But maybe they will go receiver here. Does a lot of the same things that Roman does. They can play him as on the opposite those two trees there on the outside and net cap. Let's see if this is the pick. But the Falcons on the clock to make their first choice in the draft. Good evening, everybody. With the that kind of stuff is. But it's just pretty darn cool. It is still a little bit wet, but the back to the tape are turning from the ball to the left. Oh, it is good, Jake. Excuse me, what do you want? Rice Pittsburgh, Rice Pittsburgh. Good one, Chuck. Look at you, Chuck. You cheeky. Nice, cheeky Chuck. I thought the toughness was still appreciated in this town. He's instinctive and incredibly smart when he talks to
The
the ball.
traits are tough, instinctive, smart.
Intelligence to run all the different things they can do with it and the toughness that he brings. You see it as a blocker, and you see it in his ability to win in the middle of the field. He's a real crisp route runner, and when he gets the ball in his hands, he looks like a running back. He's so powerfully that way, and you see it with some of this physical yak that he gives you. Breaking tackles, stiff arms, fight for extra yards. Think about that in that stadium that's right behind us, and the creativity you want to be able to flip in the ball in reverse. Look at that wildcat, which they get some there in Alabama. He's going to expand your playbook, and you're not getting a Kai Lemon. I think this is a heck of a rebound to turn around and get Jeremy Bernard. He's got great awareness in the middle of the field, and a lot of those clips you can see, he's settling down in space. He's got that idea of where the coverage is, where he can settle down for you to target for his quarterback. Led the team in receptions each of the last 2 years at Alabama. That's either with Brian Williams there. This is a really good player. Like you said, there's your last player left in the top 50. And of course, they jumped up there and made this trade to get Jeremy Bernard because he was, at least in my board, the most top player would be Kai Leonard. So they got to get there with Kai Leonard right there. But what did they do in coaching in Washington? That Jeremy Bernard started his career up there. And you don't know what that one is. But these receivers from Washington are really starting to showing out here in the NFL. Nice to look for the Steelers. As Falcons fans, don't you worry. When we come back, your first game of this draft will be announced. Vikings on the clock. Right after that. We're live in Pittsburgh. It's Steelers Stadium.
Pick is in for Atlanta.
She's got 12 minutes. Okay, eyes on your best. Young homeowners learning good parents love rules. Let's go. Everybody knows you're not supposed to put dog breaks in trash, kid. It's a thing. There's dedicated RV parking around the back. No, we're not leaving now. It's okay. You don't need a ticket. There's no one waiting. Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents. But we can save you money from button off another one. Technically, these items count as one item. You're literally the only one who cares. Oh, no. Cycling projects now means you can football Sunday. Green stuff is grounding.
Well, we can measure it.
Measure?
Lowe's can measure and install it for you.
You can't measure passion, right, Jim? Stop trying to work crew. This is Jim, one of the greats, and handsome.
How much for one? 11. When kids come,
Waiting on Atlanta to pick us in, but it's commercial break.
That's the first one. Speaking of goodness, it's
what's good for kids? Same for parents. Chase, make it up. What's yours? Corporal Alvarez.
Corporal Alvarez. Well done. Hey, sir.
I would tell my coach, my father, that I love him, and I tell him thank you. I got to see so many great examples of him just showing up for others. The one thing he told me is that he never bet against me. And that was the little ounce of belief that I needed to get to where I am today.
With the 61st pick of the Super Bowl, the National Football League selects ESPN. On the clock.
Look like defense is dominating day two. Pick is in.
And the Falcons are entering the chip for the first time. They traded away their first round pick in this year's draft last year for James Pierce. Status is up in the air, to say the least. And now here we have the 48th overall pick in this draft. Well, that's Michael Schroeder from Dean, Northern Illinois. The Burner. Hey, what up, Dick Burner? I see my Cardinal fan right there. Looks great. Yeah, our brothers in Atlanta, but it's always both up. We're both up the run, baby. And to my brother family at home, watch my see you out there too. Now let's get down to business. With the 48th pick in 2026 NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select from the bloodline. Avion Terrell. Hey, DB, question. All right, so Avion Terrell, brother of AJ. I mean, well, it just seems like the family. Look where they're from. Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, this is great. Teammates, brothers. Everybody else celebrating because well, it's split time, so try to have it maybe split up on Sunday. They just go to one place now. You don't have to wear a split jersey, just one jersey. He's also pretty darn good. He's a good player in my top 50. He's quick-footed. He's not as big as his brother, but he's very smooth and fluid. You referenced that combine workout earlier, Rich. He was outstanding. You can see it in all of his movement. He's very tough and feisty. You're going to be a little bit undersized. You got to look bigger. He absolutely does. He's not afraid, as we like to say, to stick his face in the fan. He is very physical. He's very tough. Very competitive. That takes a lot. There he was, celebrating his brother.
Avion Terrell, y'all. So it's a trade, Carolina Panthers on the clock.
Put that 4-6 down. By the way, he's kind of like a light version of Jacob Rodriguez in terms of the forced fumbles. He had a lot of production. He had 8 forced fumbles, so this guy's got the production, but I agree with you, Charles. In the slot, I think he was because of that blitzing acumen, getting into the backfield, being disruptive. That's so cool. It really is so cool. I mean, Matt Ryan celebrating. I mean, Arthur Blank's gotta love it. You know, I mean, the PR staff's gotta love it. And Lewis and Love brothers play together. It's pretty cool. That's so awesome. And based on what you reported yesterday, Rich, one piece of that puzzle may get reinserted. Yes, correct. If everything goes correctly for him, plays off the field issues. So the Carolina Panthers just moved up 2 spots. The Vikings traded down. Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, that is fire. Same team as his brother. Who stopped? Football is family, they say. Jets are now on the clock for the 15. Carolina Panthers standing right there saying, let's go. I believe I'm reading West appropriately. He's fired up. Carolina picked the 19th overall last night. And on the Euro from Atlanta, Georgia. Always Scotty Brissett, right there. Don't sleep on it. That is legit. That's twice one of the things of the year candidates. That kid and stuff here in the league. It seems like the party was in the front there too. All right, so here comes the Carolina Panthers. The JT is in the house, everybody. They're ready for some Cajun. David Pittsburgh with the 49th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The reigning NFC South champion Carolina Panthers select Lee Hunter, no tackle, Texas Tech. He found it. They got themselves a big nose tackle. When the first play of your game, that's the first game I watched. And
Whoa. Lee Hunter, D tackle, Texas Tech. First, whoa, that boy good. He clogs the middle. I was hoping the Broncos had to took him because he was on he was on their board too.
He was so explosive. Now, Charles, I don't understand how in the world his vertical jump was as low as it was. I know that's a lot of people. I don't want to buy it. This guy plays with explosion. Yeah, he was at UCF and then ended up at Texas Tech. Actually, really wanted to stay at UCF.
He led UCF with 9.5 tackles for loss in 2024. Second team All Big 12. Jets are on the clock.
The 2026 NFL schedule is about to drop. Let's go, baby. Get ready for what's coming your way. Revenge games. And defensive champs ready to roll it back. Veterans must-see showdowns. Kevin Young's dogs ready for prime time. From week 1 down under to the biggest international slate ever. Every game movie. The 2026 NFL schedule is on NFL Network and ESPN2. What did you bring back from your last trip?
Jets are on the clock.
Nature truly feels like a bit of local art. Soulmate for the weekend. Right now, they love a good punch up. And classic. And the dirt is everything they say it is. Everywhere you go with Marriott Bonvoy shapes you, making you the greatest souvenir of all. Explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences. This is the Farmer's Dog Turkey. Apparently, this is also turkey. But only one actually looks like turkey. Since only one is gently cooked without the ultra processing. And only one is human grade. Because good ingredients matter. But the best recipes call for so much more. Get 50% off your first box, available only at thefarmersdog.com. For a life like no other, you need a car like no other. One that lands you in the quiet comfort of the largest global airport lounge diner and lets you savor every bite with dining benefits at over 10,000 U.S. resident restaurants. A car that unlocks unique experiences worldwide. For nights you'll talk about forever. There's nothing like Platinum, official payments partner of the NFL. I kept seeing this ad for 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for $7 from Friday Plans and figured it was too good to be true. So I investigated. I went to FridayPlansClub.com and got a free prescription after filling out a quick form.
Pick is in for the Jets.
Free 3-day shipping, and it arrived in plain, discreet packaging. I tried my first tablet, and within 30 minutes, I could tell it was working. It works exactly like the name brand. Who knows how long this will last? Go to FridayPlansClub.com and get yours today. Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains. So I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collar stays stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code
Pick is in. The Jets ran the ball yesterday. I think they really won the first day of the draft with edge rusher David Bailey, then Kenyon Sadiq at 16, and then coming back in and getting Omar Cooper. Yeah, I think they did the thing yesterday.
Listen, I grew up in a little town not too far from here called Homewood. And so, I just want to take a brief moment to thank many of you in this crowd tonight, but the entire city of Pittsburgh for
draft. The New York Jets select D'Angelo Collins.
Oh, they did. A cornerback. They going defense. Plays bigger than his size. Quick trigger. Okay, his comp is Aaron Glenn.
He's short, he is not small. He plays with unbelievable eyes and instincts. He is physical, he is feisty, he is tough. Look at that, throw the shoulder around there. Think about those old Aaron Glenn highlights. How about the energy and the effort that he plays with? It's inspiring to his teammates. He was the life source for that Indiana team. Here he is at the combine. Let's lock him up. Let's lock him up there. Let's get loose in there. I thank you for showing me some of this kind of I love this. He's one of my favorite players that I got to cover last year. And I'll just say, Indiana was one of the best defenses in college football. No one could figure them out schematically. Brian Haynes, their defensive coordinator, was excellent. Well, his secret was D'Angelo Collins. He built the entire defense around a corner, a boundary corner. And he would take the entire defense away from Collins and put all the numbers to the field because he knew his 5'9" corner could take away the entire half of the field. That's how competitive he was. That's how he was. That's how good he was in coverage. And you talk about not having an interception last year. This guy's got ball production. You saw that first snap against Oregon. He is an excellent player. I would agree with you. He might be short, but he plays big. And Sean Wright came over from Chicago last year and was great production off the ball, taking it away, knocking it away, all those good things. So he will help. This is one of those situations, I think, guys, where a rookie is going to come in.
Pickens in with Minnesota.
Whether he's a nickel, whether he's an outside guy, that will be determined. But you're talking about Aaron Glenn, so apt, so perfect, all the things you brought out, Joel. But the bottom line is, this youngster is going to bring a ton of level of play to professional.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So, and if you're a team that really does need help everywhere, having four picks of the top 50 of the draft is one way to do it. And you can also choose national champion players, which they did with their last two choices.
Pickens in.
Goal line. With the 51st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Jake Golden, linebacker, Cincinnati. Welcome, brother. This is an off-the-ball, tall, rangy linebacker.
Jay Gold, they linebacker. Tall, rangy, speed, physicality. His comp is Bobby O. Korike.
Down the slot to go along with some of that range off the edge. You'll see him rush at times, that versatility. You know, think about Andrew, go back to the Cowboys, another one coming out of their own too, CD. So, again, we saw these long range linebackers. Sonny Styles goes off the board in the top 10. Another version of that here in the second round. And you think about that range, being able to pick up cover in the passing game, carry those people down the field, get up underneath them, and that's a tougher blow for the quarterback trying to get over a big target at Golden. Plus, he makes a lot of tackles. And another one of these guys that just developed. But he was a no-star recruit. He was 6'4", 190, Rich. And he goes to Central Arkansas, develops himself into a really great all-Big 12 linebacker with 105 tackles. And he comes back for the first pick of the draft of the Green Bay Packers. And in the first pick of the draft for the Colts. The latest for the Eagles and the Chargers.
Pickens in for Green Bay.
The 2026 NFL Draft is presented by Verizon. Get special deals during Verizon Small Business Days, April 27th through May 10th. And brought to you by Lexus. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Verizon Small Business Days are coming, and we're here at Patty's Diner. Ever since Patty's Mango Cheesecake went viral, business has been booming. Patty looks to find her rhythm as the plates keep moving, and the orders are not slowing down. Here comes the Verizon Business Expert. She's bringing support, special offers, and everything this business needs. Now,
It's your default. And lets us know that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average. It's for those who set the bar and elevate it. So as you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel authentic is a car that stops short of amazing.
Just waiting on the pick.
Quite the volume. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. And with USPS Ground Advantage, your packages stay in our secure network, dock to door, nationwide, with full visibility, near real-time tracking, affordable pricing, or peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage. Congrats on the new boating. And on bundling it with your home and auto with our 24/7 protection. Only you can see me now. She's so proud. Sorry, am I wearing cool ups? No. Don't sweat the tech. When kids start making money, Chase has expert bankers and smart tools to help them manage it. Wow, that's the first one. Chase, make more of what's yours.
With the 61st pick of the Super Bowl, the National Football League selects ESPN. On the clock.
Hey, congratulations on your first Super Bowl.
See what these Green Bay Packers gonna do with the pick it's in.
On NFL.com with the draft tracker, presented by Lexus. So, the last few picks, all defenders again. Just to start, if you're checking on the draft, you can see Deshaun Strickland was the first player drafted tonight, wide receiver out of Ole Miss, and Chase Wisconsin was added to the Cardinals offensive line, an inside player. And then C.J. Parker went to the Bills for their first pick in the H. Wide Hudson, and the other offensive players, two wide receivers, Denzel Boston and Washington went to the Browns, and Jerry Bernard, Alabama, went to the Steelers, and all
All right, they about to announce the Packers pick. Green Bay's on the clock. They about to announce the pick now.
It is my esteemed pleasure to make this second round pick on behalf of Ed Policy, Brian Gutekunst, Matt LaFleur, and the millions of Packer fans across the world. With the 52nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Brandon Cisse, defensive back, South Carolina.
Another cornerback.
This is going to be a big round for the secondary. We're seeing it continue to play out. And Cisse is someone who, by the way, I get to that real fast. That sounds like a tongue twister. And when you watch him, he's someone that plays even faster than that 4.41 time you saw before. I was actually surprised he didn't run in the low 4.3s. He's got legit speed. Want to see him be a little more consistent with his hands. When he uses his hands to press, it can be outstanding. You see him with his hands real low here. I see him land those hands three route guys a little more consistently, but he's been so athletic and he's so fast. He's been able to cover up for it. A real fluid, smooth mover. You see the ability to plant and drive on balls in the punt. And here's why I thought he would run so fast. You look at his jumps. He jumped over 40 inches in the vertical and almost 11 feet in broad jump. He's a big-time explosive athlete. And this South Carolina game finished the corner pretty darn good right now. I mean, J.C. Horn, Stephon Gilmore, former NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
Pick is in for the Colts.
I'm just looking at our researcher, Jack Edrick. Is there a cornerback named Desist that the Packers can draft? Would that be the greatest? If they're looking for two corners, so they just use the Desist. They did sign that juice. Can they work it inside? They're sitting here in Pittsburgh.
Cured. Daniel Jones is torn Achilles. Michael Pittman got sent to the Steelers, and he returned
Excuse me.
with the 53rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The AFC South Kings, Indianapolis Colts select C.J. Allen, linebacker from Georgia. Established in the middle of their defense. You see C.J. Allen there, very emotional, celebrating. They got a very good chance to hurt his knee last night. He rolls into the second one to this range, and it's the good fortune of the Indianapolis Colts and Chris Ballard. This is still
C.J. Allen is the pick for the Colts.
He's very quick to trigger, trusts his eyes, get around blocks, and navigate his way towards the football. He was a tackle machine for that Bulldog defense. Here's the closing burst. The pruning for him was very late in the process, and I thought maybe he lost a little ground because it took so long for him to get out there. He ran really fast, and you can see it in his feet. Here's some of those zone instincts in coverage. I think he's got a chance to beat the best off-the-ball linebacker in this entire draft class, and that's saying something, but that's not the talent that he possesses, John. So much more than first-style linebacker. When we're talking about spending those screens, we're talking about guys who do a few different things that way. But, Joel, Daniel mentioned, this guy's a tackling machine. Yeah. Remember, they just lost their tackling machine in Diane Franklin.
Okay, it's almost the Broncos' turn. Almost our turn.
Of that defense. You talk about how early he saw the field for Kirby. Not easy to do. He made a name for himself on the scout team. Totally in the true freshman year, they ended up starting true freshman year. That's what he was like a work ethic from the line. So he had a world-class space carry in that Georgia. All the Philadelphia Eagles players make a load of Mr. Philadelphia himself. Brian Westbrook is back in the company. With the 54th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the two-time champions and reigning NFC East champions, Philadelphia Eagles select Eli Stowers, tight end from Vanderbilt University.
Oh no. The jumbo slot receiver, explosive, elevates high points ball.
In terms of what he can do out in the open field, see him running here. At 239 pounds, he ran just around 4.5 flat and jumped over 45 inches. He's got unbelievable ability to adjust with his hands down the field. He can really pluck, observe contact, those combat catches, as you call them. He's adept at those, and then the route follows. This is the receiver route. This is not someone who's running around like a tight end. He's got a real quick feel for areas. And no wonder why the vertical is so close. They taught us how to do that. You have perfected Eli Stowers did. Remember, as well as you know, the tight end in New Mexico State, first quarterback was one Diego Pavia, and they got to Vanderbilt and really put it out there. And the Eagles, all their tight ends under contract right now.
There's a trade. Patriots on the clock. Pick is in.
Tonight, in your spacious Marquita suite, your eyes could use a break. After a long day of seeing, things. But hey, free waffles always make you forget. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine.
Can I get a Bud Light? Sorry, the bar's not open yet. Oh, it's not for me. It's for the bride. She said, can I get the plain crisp taste of Bud Light? Her words, not mine. She actually wants 3. What's wrong with deviled eggs, too?
Daily, for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
100 years ago, no one would insure cars for military members. So they did it themselves. A group of 25 soldiers actually each other. A century later, we're still serving the military and their families. Not just because it's the right thing to do. It's in our DNA. Those values our founders shared. Honor, service, loyalty, integrity. Those are the things we live by. Why our members know we'll be there. USA.
Waiting on the Patriots.
First, it's bound doesn't just happen. The sun puts the dry cherry and a warm thing over. There's music to our Fancast. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Confidence isn't given. It's built. One choice, one moment, one step at a time. How you feel is how you go. It starts with a click. Invisalign.
I'm so hungry.
Mikey, you're too late. What? What? I'm too old to be fighting like this. Oh. Cole's mom. How do you keep your cool? 2 words, Carly. Text here. Everyone's wearing it.
Also 2 words? Red card.
You talked the big game, yet misses so much of it.
I heard that.
Cole's mom won?
Yeah. The thing about hair is, even if it starts here, it always does famous. But Swiffer Speaker Deluxe is made to get hair anywhere. Girls, just push and move. But Swiffer gives you a clean that's mom approved. The collapsible, storable Swiffer Speaker Deluxe. The mother of all clean.
Chase something. Chase a goal. Chase something. Chase wings. Chase gold.
Chase me.
Chase me.
Chase ball. It's all up the grass now. NFL flag. Chase something.
Alright, so let's left in the direction
Okay, the Patriots traded with the Chargers.
here in Pittsburgh. All of the Steelers fans say there's an actual picture of a cityscape demonstration. Let's send things to the stage right now. Special message from United States service members stationed at our nation's capital. Free and freedom as a liberty and sacrifice.
And we preserve that freedom and of the skies.
Salute to the leaders. Soldiers have answered the call. Winning independence and preserving it. Sailors protect America's strength across every ocean around the world. On a new frontier, guardians defend what keeps our republic secure. Since 1941, the USO has supported service members and their families at home and abroad.
See you in Pittsburgh.
Thank you to our men and women who serve in the United States military and for your sacrifices to defend our country.
Roger Goodell.
With the 55th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Patriots select Gabe Ackes, linebacker, Illinois. Guys, really good player, captain for Illinois, wrestler background, you can see it on the field. Lots of production for Illinois as well. 27 sacks in his career. That's second in Illinois history. Stand-up edge for Aaron Henry, their defensive coordinator.
Not bad. When this goes, I'll be in there. That cake was good. Eagles acquiring linebacker Jonathan Grenard in trade with Vikings. Okay, now the pick is in with the Jaguars. The Eagles acquiring linebacker Jonathan Grenard. In trade now the Jaguars pick is in. All right, babe, I'll be in there when it's called.
With the 56th pick, 2026 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Nate Forfeiture. Again, Texas A&M. Well, we always connect the Jags and the Rams because of the connectivity there. And you look at the Rams all the time, they spent 13-0 last year. The Jags clearly want to be able to do some of that themselves. But Worker is not super productive. Only 19 catches this last year. He's 24 years old. But he is a hand in the ground, right tight end. He can block, and he's going to be able to help with the run game, as well as just a steady, dependable, reliable pass catcher. Not really a mismatch type player. So you're not looking to move tight end. And he is the absolute opposite of what you're getting out of Eli Dowers. Who's listed as a tight end, is mainly a receiver. Kirk was much more the old school, block tight end, block people, make the occasional catch. The production is not huge. Let's take a break. Come back. And the Bears. The Warriors are on the clock right now. For the Texans and Bears go again. Oh my. To the next score for Chicago. Oh no, cycling projects now means you can football Sunday. We need a new fridge. This one has cracked ice on demand. More ice than me. All kinds of ice, actually. Gonna need a bigger bucket. Like this one? Do you always have two bucket shoes? I do. Wherever the street start, make it look easy. Whatever the street start, make it look easy. Wherever the street start, make it look easy. Does RAP stand for Rush Hour Avoidance Vehicle? It's really aerodynamic vehicle. Toyota, let's go places. Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies too. Just like I'm so much more than Peyton Manning. I'm also motivated man. I want everyone here to know that
The Chicago Bears on the clock. Pick is in.
follow your dream. And a quarterback. Has a niche skill set, but I believe it. Your insurance and financial needs nationwide is on your side.
What did you bring back from your last trip? A dozen you'll never forget. Nature truly heals on you. A bit of local art. A soulmate for the week. Right now, you love a good poncho. It's crazy. And a Durian is everything they say it is. Everywhere you go with Marriott Gondola shapes you, making you the greatest souvenir of all. Explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences. Spring up, it's so good. My family was on time for once. I'm still recovering. Cold styles make spring a breeze. Start your outfits with the season's best shoe sale. Then complete the look with 15% off at colesandcoles.com.
The 2026 NFL schedule is about to drop. Let's go, baby. Get ready for what's coming your way.
Uh-huh. Let's go.
It's a triple by the law firm of Pellicero, Rappaport, and Schefter that Jonathan Bernard is going to Philadelphia. And he also gets not only a new address, but a new contract. Philadelphia also gets a seventh round pick this year. And Minnesota receives a third round pick this year and a third round pick next year. The third round pick this year is the compensatory pick. Slay likes the move. It's the compensatory pick that Philadelphia got for losing Milton Williams to the Patriots. So that loss of Williams pays a little dividends here, but it equals to flip back to the Vikings to get Jonathan Bernard, pass rusher of the override. The offensive line, we have a big look at tackle because of the injury to Ozzie Trapillo. Late in the season, that's a patella injury. That's a big-time injury. So I'll be surprised if that's the direction they look at with one of these two picks. Makes a lot of sense because they can talk about that offensive line. Darnell Wright has got solidified in the right tackle. Trapillo is hurt. They know they did over there, but whoever the Bears pick sparked the trade between the Browns and the 49ers. The Browns moved all the way up from the third round to the 70th overall to take the Niners pick that's going to be announced shortly after the Bears get their pick in. And it's going to be announced by Pittsburgh Panther with his own yellow jacket here. It's Jimbo Covers with the Bears' latest selection. Gold jackets on. Hey, Pittsburgh, what's going on? Where's our fair fans at? I'm looking at this cheese grater house coming in. Grate that cheese right up. I love it. With the 57th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Logan Jones, center, Iowa. There we go. What do you know? Iowa's producing an offensive lineman. Where have you heard that before? You're absolutely in shock right now. This is a day one starter at center. And you think about the loss with Dolman. I know they brought in Bradford, but he's going to have some competition there with Logan Jones. A little bit older. He's 24 years old. Arrived as a defensive lineman and kicked over to the offense. You want to be able to run some outside zone stuff, get him on the move laterally. He's excellent there. To me, there's not a lot of development. I don't know that he's going to benefit from sitting. He's ready to get on the field and play. And when you talk about that lateral movement, that's what Bradbury's stock and trade is. But Joel, you've seen this young man. Seems to me he might be a little more stout in the middle. But instead of taking on those bigger guys, as opposed to Bradbury, who's much more of a mover. Well, he set an Iowa record with an over 700-pound squat.
A trade, a trade. The Cleveland Browns pick us in.
Started 51 games in South. By the way, 17 of those, penalty-free. Like this guy plays clean in the middle. Iowa produces offensive linemen like the Padres produce closers. It's just something that, like, they're going to be certain. Nick Saban lived in the secondary when he coached. So the head coach, he lived in the secondary. Where's their parents live in the secondary? What do you think the Browns are confident in their defense? I'm curious, but I'm going to have to get some answers from you on why my top-rated players still floating around out there. All right. John Belzero wanted to know why they credit for return engagement. Okay, Browns, you're back in the building. You're back in the building.
With the 58th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Emmanuel Ward, DB Toledo. Let's get it.
Excuse me. Emmanuel McNeil Warman. It's the pick. The Browns are racking up tonight, y'all. They keep trading up. While everybody want to trade back.
He has a hammer in the middle of the field, and he's a turnover machine. We've seen this on a few guys today. The ability to punch the football out. Several forced fumbles throughout his career, and he can take the ball away as well. Look at his ability to range over the sideline here. You want to play him in a deep half, he can do some of that. You want to play him underneath, he has the ability to find and locate the ball underneath as well. So, hey, thumbs up. I'll give you a thumbs up from my standpoint. Hey, what the heck do I know? But I love what the Cleveland Browns are doing. I love the range that he possesses.
Pickens in for the Houston Texans.
To Cleveland, got him a little bit late, but he's there now. Come on, Dave. Well, those failures fell short. You're a tremendous guy. You said that for like 30 years. And you know what's crazy right now? Actually, you had your dream before. I just talked about your time. Rich out around over the three of us. We discussed. Okay. Chatty said, you go judge fails on us. All right. The Texas pick is in, and we're about to go have a press pick. All right. So the Texans are now moving in here, 59th overall. The Titans just trade up with the Bears themselves from the third round to come up and take the 60th overall pick. But here are the Texans at 59th overall. How you guys doing? We're good. What a great opportunity to announce the pick for the best team in Texas. Oh boy. Oh boy. Last time the commissioner took my opportunity to talk, so definitely have to say hello to my two children. They just blessed. Give a shout out to the Caroline, Lance and Blackley's, Bushwood Elite, and the Winning Edge. This is special to me because I know this kid personally, which is ironic. The 59th pick for the Houston Texans. They select Marlon Klein, tight end, University of Michigan. And Marlon Klein coming over from Germany. That's where he grew up. He's got size and speed. And just when you watch him move around, it reminds me of Tucker Kraft. Here he is, the ability to stretch the seam. Now remember, he had Colston Loveland there previously, so you don't have that long track record of a ton of production, but you can see it in flashes here. He's got real soft hands, and he can run. When you look at what he ran before, he ran a 4.61 also the 4.5, and you can see it here. He's real stuck in his movement, give you a little sell to the out, and then reel that right up the side.
They select Marlon Klein, tight end, Michigan. Played American football for the Collegiate Crocodiles. Transferred as high school junior to play football in Georgia. Whoa, another trade. Titans on the clock.
High protein with real chicken, grilled fresh, no antibiotics, no fillers, ever. Starting at $3.50, packed with protein. Chipotle's new high protein menu is the real protein you want to eat. Chipotle, for real.
How much for one? 11. When kids start making money, Chase can help them figure out how to manage it. With smart tools and guidance from expert bankers.
Wow. Yeah, that's the first one. Did you have anything? Ed? I think so.
What's good for kids and for parents? Chase, make more of what's yours.
As a kid, you believed in crashing. As an adult, you believe in it again. The all-electric RC. Because the greatest pleasure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. $10 for a large. $10 for Asian toppings. $10 for your choice of blood crust. But our beef garlic farm hand tops. Because there's crust, and then there's hot crust. The crust will create $10. Order the pizza. We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating uncompromising, delicious burger. Handcrafted, honestly made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Confidence isn't given, it's built. One choice, one moment, one step at a time. How you feel is how you play. It starts with a click. Invisalign.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, our students know that every new skill they learn is a new opportunity to further advance their career. That's why we offer an affordable, skills-based education that helps working adults adapt to the growing demands of today's job market. In UMGC's online programs, you can learn how to apply emerging technology like data science and AI so you can succeed again. No application fee if you apply by June 1st at umgc.edu.
Hurricane celebrities don't rule the menu. You do. So tell us, what do you want?
I want a cup of one real big offer.
It's that with bacon, Swiss, and peppercorn. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today. Todd's in the hospital.
I'm vaping. How is your vape, Emma?
Not cool.
Rocky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
Ewok. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Alrighty, round of 4, the best player available on Daniel Jeremiah's top 200 is still sitting there. I asked him what side with that.
What's my understanding is this is medical concerns about Jamon McCoy's team. Remember last year, Will Anderson, the concern of a degeneration, obviously degenerative knee injury, I should say, meniscus. Similar situation here. Obviously, McCoy did not play because of the ACL. That is not what this is about. The ACL is fine. He did drills at a pro day. He is okay. This is about teams wondering if there would be long-term issues, honestly, and actually college time there was also reported that the bone plug after knee surgery might need to be replaced by the second surgery. That is why he is calling.
Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate that. Okay, so the Tennessee Titans, they moved from the second into the first. Now they're moving from the third into the second. He was moving all over the place, and now here's Jeffrey Stiller took the pick. All right, man, what's up? With the fifth pick in 2026 NFL draft. The Tennessee Titans select Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker, Texas.
Okay, they selected Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker, Texas. Rangy, dynamic blitzer, fluid in space.
Structure and a blitzer. Here's the ability to read it first. He tested extremely well. Ended up running 4.51 with a 37-inch vertical. That tells you what type of athlete he is. When he hits you, he brings his feet on contact, and he is a striker. As a zone dropper of all these linebackers, but as a zone dropper, he was squeeze anyone in this entire track. He's going to read and make plays in pass coverage. And here's some of that speed. He talks about his pass rush production. He can do a lot of different things for this Tennessee Titans defense.
You know, to see what they decide to do with him and how they do it, because their leading tackler from last year, Gray, who came out of North Carolina, he's still around. They tackled everybody last year, but Anthony Hill, I think a little bit better of an athlete. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do. If they had to walk to Taylor, you play them in or you play them outside.
Rams on the clock, pick us in.
Because he would be playing off the Shepard Simmons, creating rumble inside.
Here comes the Los Angeles Rams, second pick of this draft. He's on the board. As much watch the lot. We're about to find out this answer to the question. This team on Austin with the pick.
St. Louis, I still love y'all, St. Louis.
With the 51st pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the LA Rams select Matt Blair, tight end from Ohio State.
Mash Clare, tight end, Ohio State.
They've got Ferguson, they've got Ferguson, they've got Higby, they've got Davis Allen, and now you add Matt Blair of Ohio State.
Mash Clare, smooth mover.
I thought you could see a little bit more of the athleticism and run after catch ability. At Ohio State, there's just so many mouths to feed because they have so many good players. But you do see a lot of these little drags, these little drag routes, and you'll see some of that run after catch on plays like that one. Well, you're right about the mouths to feed. That's why he didn't have the production that he did at Purdue, but he developed into an excellent blocker. And Ohio State used a lot of 12 or 13 personnel last year as well because they had a loaded tight end room. He was an excellent blocker by the time he got done there.
You have to wait more. They just managed great. And they traded out of the second round. The Bills have just moved up.
Oh no. The Broncos just traded out of the second round. Okay. So we up after Arizona. Okay.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check my outfit.
Traded with Buffalo.
Checking Allstate first was an excellent plan. Not checking which team my girlfriend rooted for? Yeah, not great. So check Allstate first. You can save hundreds.
Can I get a Bud Light? Sorry, the bar's not open yet. Oh, it's not for me. It's for the bride. She said, can I get the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light? Her words, not mine. She actually wants. She wants three. She wants more of those deviled eggs too. Anyway, for the clean, crisp taste, the Bud Light. Hey, Mercedes. Play my playlist.
Welcome to your happy place. Welcome home. See a Mercedes-Benz dealer for special offers on the GLE.
Yep. Denver traded out of the 62 pick with Buffalo. Now we in the third round after Arizona. Pick is in for the Bills.
If you're an executive, then this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of swapping colors and shirts that I came really fast with. So I got this shirt I saw on TV, and I don't have to worry about any of that anymore. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to the season. These shirts are real. The brand is called Colors & Co. They give you a regular stretchy gold shirt, but the top has a firm color on it. I got rid of so many problems that I was going through. Fabric cleaning you need anymore, and the free from comfortable don't sleep, and the color stays there all day. Get 20% off if you go TV at colorsandco.com.
Right on, bro. And 1 in 4 guys experience ED. Guys, connect with providers for hypotherapy breakthroughs like backpacking or double holes or daily dressing. If 1 in 4 guys deal with ED, then 1 in 4 guys should go on it.
I'm Omar Size. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. And that's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos lets you get life insurance in minutes, 100% online, no medical exam.
Excuse me.
Home executive Harris's name called as the second overall pick last night. David Bailey autographed his first official jersey as a member of the Jets. You can bid on David Bailey's jersey and signed jerseys from all of the new NFL players who walked the stage last night by visiting NFL.com/auction. All proceeds will be donated to the respective players' high school football program. How about this stat? Any player who's led the FBS in stats is selected in the top 10 this century around the screen. How does Will Anderson, Chase Young, Von Miller, T. Stizzle, and Julius Peppers? Well, they say when you want to buy a house, it's location, location, location. That's the neighborhood you want to live in right there. That pretty respectable neighborhood. Mr. Midnight Runner right there. Look at that. What a beautiful lit up city. I mean, it's just been awesome here. It's been a great couple of days. Expecting hopefully some better weather and on the radar for tomorrow. For the moment, a glistening Pittsburgh, PA on a nice summer type night. The Buffalo Bills
Okay. They're coming out to announce the pick.
from the third round and make this pick after trading out the first round 3 times last night. And take advantage of the opportunity to go up here with the legend at Penn State and Buffalo. With the 62nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select David Espinosa,
You mean Ohio State?
Another DB off the board.
No Buffalo needs the help on the back end. You see the description, it's all rangy. Too many penalties, meaning a lot of grabbing, a lot of holes. Joel, you got to see him up close and personal. He wanted to go out and go to Ohio State out of high school. Ended up at Ole Miss, and then was able to transfer back. Long lead, can make plays on the football. Expect to get that arm in there late, make that type of a play. But a lot of reaching and grabbing. Joey Porter had a little bit of that coming out of Penn State. They didn't have the ball production, quote unquote, interceptions, but boy, it seemed to develop in the NFL. They're hoping the same thing with Igbenogson. I know right away, though, boxing gloves on that young man in practice to keep him from reaching and grabbing. He loves to compete. He's a physical player. I will say those penalties occurred last year, 2 years ago, and then this last season, in 2025, he cut those way down. He led the country in 2024 in pass interference calls, and that went way down this last year. So he did develop a little bit and learned to be less handsy in the back end.
So the Denver Broncos out of the second round for that. We're looking into the last time a team did not pick in the first 2 rounds of an NFL draft. Because right now, unless Denver trades back in, the Chargers just stuck at pick. The Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. Certainly looks like the Broncos are just going to smoke every guy.
It almost feels like we could say the Warriors. When they did everything for Ricky Williams, but that wasn't the case.
Maybe. We shall see. So the Chargers are celebrating the latest pick. What do you think, Donald?
Well, I thought that they're going to get an interior offensive lineman at some point in time here. They did trade back, though, and got some extra picks. I just know from a family of Charger fans that they're anxiously awaiting to see a guard get selected, which is not something you say often with the draft. But they're wanting a guard there. But if you're saying that, are you saying who's on the top of your board of guards at Franklin? Yeah, I've got Franklin, Dunker, Kent, who plays center, who plays guard. You go like Kentucky. Those are the guys I have in my top 100 that are left.
I didn't want to bring this up to Rich, but Ohio State just passed me. I made that joke.
A little too early. It was premature.
I hear you. Excuse me.
Hey, listen, celebrate when you can. Exactly.
I live in the moment. Joel, I don't know about you.
I'm good.
That's in my mind anyway. So that's right. So 2023 Niners and 2023 Browns did not pick until the third round. The Niners didn't pick because they lost their picks for Trey Lance and McCaffrey, and the Browns traded away their pick for Deshaun Watson and Elijah Moore.
Okay, here come the Chargers about to make their selection.
Wait a minute.
Okay, Sean Merriman, let's go.
Lights out, I think. Here we go. There we go. That's an early scoop.
With the sixth player pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Jake Slaughter, guard, Florida.
There you go.
Let's see if it's a guard. He was a center there in Florida, but they signed Tarek Giannis free agency, so
Firm base awareness, quick, second level, 6'4", 7'8", 303 pounds.
space, you're going to see very athletic offensive line for the Chargers. Get those 2 tackles back. And you've also got a fallback. You can enter at center. Slaughter can kick inside and do that. He's got really good football intelligence to go with that quickness.
So the Chargers add to that offensive line that they're going to get Rashawn Slater and Mr. Alt back in the mix. And there goes lights out. Sean Merriman hanging with the Colts. Sean lightning bolts, everybody. The Seahawks final pick of the second round, and the Arizona Cardinals are already on the clock for round 3. We're back on a Friday night in a moment. Tonight, in your
The pick is in for Seattle.
agent of destruction. We get it. You've been building connections all night. Go ahead, demolish that personal record. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine.
In life and in business. The goalpost often
For that Accenture, we say game on. Because whatever goal you're headed for, together, we'll get there. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm trying to reach this dust. I thought you just used the Swiffer dust. This means in all the really tight places and all the really hot ones, so you don't have to jump. Looks like you got into everything.
Spring outfit's so good. My family was on time for once. I'm still recovering. Cold styles make spring a breeze. Start your outfits with the season's best shoe sale. Then complete the look with 15% off at Kohl's.com.
$10 for a large. $10 for any three toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm ham tops. Because there's crust, and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave, $10. Order in the pizza oven. Lowe's tackling projects now into your football Sunday.
Clean stuff is grounding.
Well, we can measure and
Measure.
Lowe's can measure and install it for you.
You can't measure passion, right, Jim? Stop trying to work the crew. This is Jim. He's one of the greats. And handsome.
I'm not Jack.
I want two birds.
Every woman loves a good girl. And guys don't want to say it because they're like, it sounds like I'm her dad. And it's like, exactly. Okay, just be my dad.
This is the road to the NBA Finals on ESPN and ABC. Greatness is up for grabs, and it's all happening now. Just wait. The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN and ABC.
Get special deals during Verizon Small Business Days, April 27th through May 10th. So, Seattle fans excited. They're not just happy, and they should be excited. Because they only have 3 picks left in this draft this year. The 96th pick, the 3rd round tonight, and then only 1 day free pick, a 6th rounder, 188 overall. Not all's good in their neighborhood with a fresh Lombardi in the case. I think with last, that's what you're good. One big last is a big goal. And then a shot filling a knee with their first hit. Football. It's Big Ten, man. What I mean, it's the Big Ten world. Speaking of interior rushers. I'll take a turn too. Here it comes. What a twist! Yeah! With the 64th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the world champions, Seattle Seahawks select Bud Clark, DB, TCU.
Oh, I love this one. You got to take this one, man. I love this one because I told you about this in our pre-show. I was looking forward to seeing ball hawks.
Green frame, ball hawk, nickel, safety flex. He was on the Broncos big board too.
Against North Carolina, Bill Belichick's debut. He would love to have that one back. How about Bud Clark getting into coverage there, locating the football, great hands, takes it away. 15 overall interceptions in his entire career. There he is working in the slot, coming back into the play. Ball comes up, what comes down with it? Bud Clark. And this is a need. You mentioned need of running back. They took Jerry Price. Need in the secondary because even the Warriors would be all over the place. Bud Clark would play over the top and clean it up in a race thing. A la Colonel Thomas and how he played. And he played a ton of football. 45 starts for TCU going all the way back to that run to the national championship game. That wraps up round number 2. As we were round 3, we sent this to the stage to kick it off. Ladies and gentlemen, salute to service. Represents the NFL's
The pick is in for Arizona.
connecting with our nation's service members, veterans, and their families. Tonight, as we honor 250 years of
Salute the service.
the NFL would like to take this moment to recognize the men and women of our armed forces. Joining us on stage, our Steelers legend, United States Marine Corps veteran John Bannister, and
Army National Guard veteran John Cole. If you are currently serving or have ever served in the United States military, please join these outstanding service members and stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. God bless America. All right, that's the Cardinals strength group celebrating the first pick of the third round. Did they just take a quarterback to start things off? And after a second round just got finished, 22 players in that second round, defensive players who came on the air. DJ, you're like defense, defense, defense. 22 players in the second round taken on defense. That's tied with the 2016 second round for the most such defensive players in that round. Now it's round three. What do you make of the Cardinals here? Well, we talked about quarterbacks, and I thought there'd be a little bit of a shelf after Simpson went off the board. I had Simpson at 36, and the next one for me was Beck at 74. So I thought there was a chance we might have a round gap. Obviously, Simpson goes a little higher than we thought, all the way up there at 13. We make it all the way through the second round with no quarterbacks coming off the board. I think we're going to see at least one come off the board. And Arizona as a team, I didn't think they would leave day two without a quarterback. Yeah, and look, Beck and Aller are the most physically gifted out of the ones we have left. And Nussmeier was the guy who got 24. Everyone was locked in on. They don't have their choice of those. If indeed they go quarterback, here's the Aller's got that injury, so he's got all the experience. We shall see. Here it is. With the 65th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Carson Beck, quarterback, Miami. Okay, there we go, bro.
Carson Beck, quarterback, Miami. 6'4", 3'4", 233 pounds. Big game experience, ideal size frame, natural thrower of the football.
Answer that question. He's going to go with the prototypical size, 6'4" and a half, 233 pounds. Guy who started 43 games, 137 of them. A prototypical pocket passer, CD. This guy can hang back there. He can drive the ball all over the field. He's got a nice, smooth delivery, smooth stroke. Really, some of the knocks on him were the immaturity in his early years in Georgia. But by all accounts, talking to the folks at Miami, he really matured and grew up and almost stepped into a national championship. That was a big one. A lot of people thought he was a loner. He went a lot loner.
Rocco's country, we should be on the clock.
And Joel, you remember, Bruce Arians had a lot of success in Arizona.
But wildlife parks.
Football in his career. In the national championship game, the last game of the year.
Yes, y'all, Broncos country. We should be on the clock. Yes, sir. Pick is in. Broncos pick is in.
Offseason this year, my understanding is to make $5 million this year. Brissett wants a contract extension for more guarantees in the future and is not expected to show up until he gets that. Which means there's going to be plenty of reps for Carson Beck, assuming this is an extended absence for the Arizona Cardinals.
Really interesting rookie room so far.
Nobody want to hear about Carson Beck.
Texas A&M and Carson Beck of Miami because only
He just went to Arizona.
Texas A&M.
All right, y'all. Our pick is in. Broncos country. Our pick is in.
Experience to get drafted by the Cardinals, and they're looking at the draft board. And here we go. All right, let's go.
Yes, sir. Here go Boss Ward. T.J. Ward.
Welcome to the draft, Denver. Broncos country, what's up? Yeah, let's go. AFC West champs. Hey, on behalf of Super Bowl 50 champions and the best owners in football, the Penner family, with the 66th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Tyler Obiano, D tackle, Texas A&M. Let's go Broncos country! Yeah, this is about the range I thought he would come off the board here in this third round. We're going to see a couple more defensive tackles.
Tyler Oldham. 48 tackles, 2.5 sacks in 2025, career highs. 6'3" and a half. He had 48 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss in 2025, career highs. D tackle Tyler Oldham. Okay. It's our John Franklin Myers replacement.
That's somebody you can improve on, but this is a great value. I like him as a third-round defensive tackle. So many great players in Texas A&M. Some of these guys get lost in the shuffle a little bit, but I thought he had a nice pairing next to Albert Regis on the inside of that defensive line. Played the majority of his career at Iowa State, but he was a head-up nose. He wanted to get out to free technique, went to A&M to play a different position, played a different defense, and they certainly helped him. He had played for a coach like Mike Dell, one of the best defensive players in the Big West. So the Raiders are back in the corner
Raiders are back on the clock. Pick is in.
Arizona as the latest Raider. Tonight, now here's round 3. They've got 2 first-round picks.
With the 67th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Raiders select Keyron Crawford, defensive end of Auburn. Welcome to the Raiders.
Keyron Crawford, Auburn, edge rusher.
He was very late to football as a basketball player. Ends up spending some time developing over the last couple of years opposite of Gilbert Paul, and then ended up outproducing him as a pass rusher this year at CD. Also went down to the Senior Bowl, had a nice showing, and helped him get to the third round. Yeah, looks like a guy who should just get into some starter's blocks, Joel, like a sprinter, and just take off as a quarterback. His best football has to be ahead of it. He's still learning the game. Same high school as Michael Oher, by the way, a former basketball player himself before he transitioned over to football. He learned football quickly. He went to Arkansas State, had 11 TFLs and 6 sacks, and that's why he got an opportunity at a bigger school. The latest Raider, when we come back.
God, give me some more chicken.
With their latest
Some more chicken.
the Niners, Commanders, Bengals, Saints, third round action of the 2026 NFL Draft. Live on the NFL Network from June 13th. You want to blast from the past?
Yeah, please. The Eagles are cashing their pick right now. What they got? We're going to just trade for Hassan Reddick. That's this pick. That's why the Jets aren't making it. The Eagles are.
With the 68th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Michael Bell, tackle from Miami.
The Philadelphia Eagles want to have a tag team wrestling match, and you can put Bell up there with the guy they've got at left tackle right now. I think that might be the biggest combination in the National Football League.
Yeah, they'd be the most carrying the belts.
Lane Johnson around their way. Lane Johnson may get a triple team out there, get after it. Bell is ginormous. I mean, he's 6'9" and change, 346 pounds. His arm length is 36 3/8, which is ridiculous. So Maui Noah, his teammate on the other side, we saw him go in the first round early. He actually manned the left side. That big mountain of a man over there. You're not going to be able to get through him, use his length. And someone who, when you look at Marcus, we saw earlier, one of my favorite players, but I'm sure he still has nightmares about this. Yeah, this is about the play for this shot. They're not the same weight class. So it's just really throw that brain out there. He's in John. We can have him coming out. And by the way, just so we know, I'm just saying on the table, that was me. There's nothing to do with that, all right? I was getting decimated. I want to say this very quick about Markel Bell, but played the entire season, right? But the national championship game. He went to the Senior Bowl, didn't miss a rep the entire week, played the ball game. He's the one who got run over by Derek Moore that became that second piece of tape. Well, guess what, folks? The year before, that was Josh Connerly get run over by the defensive end for Marshall. Went up to the Baltimore Ravens. Josh Connerly started all 17 games as a rookie.
The Bears selection is about to be announced.
I have some special guests to help me make the Bears pick. Please welcome Kylan and Timothy. They're representing Friends of the Children, an incredible organization that focuses on the importance of mentorship and empowering youth. The NFL and the Bears work with Friends of the Children as part of our Inspire Change initiative. Kylan and Timothy, time to announce the pick.
With the 69th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Bill Rose.
Nicely done. Tight end got a stand
fans in the monster distraction.
Tight end Sam Rouse.
They said this 13 personnel thing is real. Trying to have three tight ends out there. Well, the Bears have already got two studs when you look at Colson Loveland and Cole Kmet. Now you have Ralph, who I think is the best blocking tight end in the entire draft class. He can really prove people.
The Bears just select Sam Rouse.
270 pounds. So you got to create a play caller. You got to
First F tight end and line selected today or tonight.
Catch the ball. Drops were a little bit of an issue for him this year. He did have 7 drops by the time the season ended, but man, he's an asset and a weapon in the rookie. Well, remember, you got to flex Colson level out right there. He's going to move a little bit. Rouse,
Yes, sir. The Broncos got that John Franklin Myers replacement with Tyler Odom, D tackle Texas A&M. Let's see if the Broncos going to try to get back in this third round. Linus pick is in.
Here's another player selection. With the 70th pick in the 2046 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Romello Height, defensive end, Texas Tech.
you're seeing a lot of these teams in the playoffs. You just had a Miami tackle, which was the second offensive tackle from Miami to get drafted. Now we have the second edge rusher from Texas Tech on that defense that is dynamite this year. So David Bailey go number 2. Height generated a lot of pressure with a lot of production on that opposite side of the field.
Romello Height was a selection for the 49ers.
He's got an empty inside spin. I wrote down repeatedly.
Texas Tech.
This coach just plays hard. There's tremendous effort, and someone who's very well traveled around the college football landscape. He finished up on a high note. That's usually no accident, as we know, guys, that great pass rusher has a tag team partner. They even had Benzie Gore in Miami. Playing difference than a tag team partner for David Bailey.
Are you saying it's a high weight speed thing? So you're saying?
Actually, yeah, it was more of a height speed guy minus the weight. He's a Romello height speed guy.
Okay, perfect. So that's some piece of the puzzle on the San Francisco defense. And the is round 3 on Friday.
Does RAV stand for Remarkably Agile Vehicle? Or Rocket Propellant Vehicle? Or Rapid Acceleration Vehicle? Toyota.
The unofficial people. A time to start new jobs. Projects.
Excuse me.
At Harbor Freight. Whether you're a pro or just like doing things yourself, we've got the quality tools and savings to start your future off right. So come celebrate spring savings at Harbor Freight.
They're starting the dishes without water? Yeah, Dawn Power Wash works differently. Active Sun's loosen grease and remove up to 99% of burnt-on, baked-on messes in half the time. And it tackles grease all around the kitchen, but until you hightail through it. Dawn Power Wash.
Confidence isn't given. It's built. One choice, one moment, one step at a time. How you feel is how you play. It starts with a click. Invisalign.
We're on the street style, make it look easy.
With the 61st pick of the Super Bowl, the National Football League selects ESPN. On the clock.
Hey, congratulations on your first Super Bowl.
Hurricane celebrities don't rule the venue. You do.
How about we cover for real people Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams. When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyoursdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Who are you?
Hello! You're probably for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early.
Good to know.
Listen to your lungs. Learn more at savebythescan.org.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
Face-to-face interaction with fans. Those maybe not these folks. Selfies, handshakes, they're all in. You know, it goes to the podium. That's all you got. Commanders figures it.
Commander selection is there.
First and foremost, to an amazing, amazing town, sports town and fans, Pittsburgh. Thank you for being a great host for the 2026 draft. You guys are amazing. As much as I am into introducing our next pick, I want to say this first and foremost. Tomorrow, I get a great opportunity for you, Pittsburgh, to pass the torch to myself and my fellow crew in Washington, D.C. for next year's 2027 NFL Draft on the ball in Washington, D.C. Washington, the sports capital.
Commanders haven't picked since Sonny Styles, by the way.
Got some information today, earlier today. The girls' flag football became an officially sanctioned high school varsity sport in Maryland, paving the way, creating more access and opportunity for your female athletes across the region. Thank you, Josh Harris, and the Commander organization for making this possible. It'll also be great for my granddaughters, Malaya, Mary, and Macy Grace, for their opportunities to come with them. Thank you so much for girls flag football, a high school sanctioned event in Maryland. Thank you so much. And it now is a great honor with the 71st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Sonny Styles was a character person, a great football player, so he's one of the top football players for our organization for years to come. Dan Quinn and the Washington Commanders, I want to say we select. We don't go defense for this pick, we go offense. Antonio Williams, wide receiver, University of Clemson. Thank you, Pittsburgh, and good luck to all the clubs.
And Marinero just came back to the podium.
Now, come on now. Antonio Williams, he's now a fifth-year player.
Quicker than fast. Someone who I think can find a home day one in a slot. And he's got excellent ability to set up defenders and then snap the route off, and then can make things happen after the catch. He's competitive. He's not the biggest guy in the world at under 6 foot, but he can go up and get the football, and then you want to give it to him on a jet sweep or find his way into the end zone. Think about Debo. He's not that strong or that physical, but he does make things happen with the ball in his hands. He does have excellent quickness. And we thought maybe receiver at 7. Sonny Styles fell in their lap, and they're able to trade into this area of the draft. He's still got a quality player, Antonio Williams.
And very quickly for both of you, for you and Joel, he's also the product of what you have to do as a scout. How you evaluate the entire career, correct? So I think 2024 was better for him than 2025. If you're backing up the 24 being what you get.
Well, that was most of those questions
slowed down a little bit last year with a hammy, so that hamstring injury is why he didn't produce quite as much. Bengals latest pick, 72 overall.
With the 72nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Scenario Davis, cornerback, Washington.
Just under 6'4", 194 pounds. Some top right there at the bottom when you check it out in week one. Honestly, that's impressive. But you also see him as a top third defender. You'll see him cover three back there. You see his recovery ability to go track the football down the field. Recalling how ball skills this dude does as well. It's just rare to find this height, weight, speed combination when you're almost 6'4" and you're someone who runs a 4.41. Now he's a little bit raw. There's more work to be done there. But if you want to just line up and try and run by him, good luck.
Yeah, it totally fits. He's at the University of Washington, Joe, because for the longest time when Pete Carroll was running the Eagles, we would describe him as a Pete Carroll corner with how effectively built. I gotta change my verbiage now because Pete's gone from there. I was gonna say he's a Pete Carroll type corner.
Well, he also had a hamstring. I mean, so a couple of guys, and that slowed him down a little bit this last year. They ran a lot of man coverage in the beginning of the year, but because of that hamstring, Ryan Walters, their defensive coordinator, had to run more zone late in the season, in particular after Rutgers of all teams got after him on offense.
And then he had the running mate on the other side of Bijan Price. Similarly constructed, and another huge corner that we expect to see during the quarter.
So I'm getting some information here. The Saints latest pick is that the Giants just traded up back into the third round. They didn't have a third round pick. They traded 3 picks, including one from next year, to move back into the draft after this choice from the Saints.
With the 73rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Oscar Delp, tight end, Georgia.
Oscar Delp, tight end, Georgia. 6'4" and 7'8", 245 pounds, 70 receptions for 854 yards. Yeah, 9 TDs in his career at Georgia.
It's all about yak and all about the blocking, and more than anything else, it's about when he ran that 4.4 back there, the mouthful buzz among the scouting community.
So right now you're saying if you're Kellen Moore, I can do a number of things with it, right, Joel? You're talking about now, but not just a tight end spot. Since he's a willing blocker, I can run it back there and have run some fullback plays for me, some of the H-back stuff. It'd be a nice versatile piece.
He had a bit of a foot injury. He had a hairline fracture in his foot. That slowed him down a little bit. That was flagged at the combine, and they thought he would be the heir apparent to Brock Bowers at Georgia.
Trade with the Giants. Giants up, pick is in.
Good luck getting that production.
Exactly.
Let's see, what position is he playing?
Oh, he's a mini. Yeah, he's going up and down the field.
Look at he's a short stick mini. Look at him working inside there. Go ahead, Oscar. Show me your skills.
All right, so the Giants didn't have a third round pick because they traded it last year to move in to take Jackson Dart. So what just happened is the Giants traded in from Nara. Using a 4th round pick 105, 5th round pick 145. They traded both of them and a 4th rounder next year to move in to take this player. So it's a pretty big trade, I would say. Next time we hear from the Giants.
With the 74th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Malachi Fields, wide receiver, Notre Dame.
That's a big, smooth, athletic receiver. Think about Michael Pittman Jr., someone who can win on those 50-50 balls. We came out of the Senior Bowl, CD, and we're giving this a chance. He might end up going in the first round. Now, he did not run the 4.6 140 is why he's still available. But how about the ball skills against Pitt? Just an elevator, bring it up right here in this city. Ridiculous. In Pittsburgh, that game is one of the first ones I watched. I put him in my top 50. So look at this. He decided to do it against the Senior Bowl. I didn't track it. That was the catch of the week during that week of practice. So a big, smooth, fluid wide receiver that can go get the
ball down the field. Joel, you made such a great point as we started this draft about the experience that we're getting with these kids, the character we're getting with these kids, and what you're having. Malachi Fields fits all of that. University of Virginia to Notre Dame, an awesome kid.
Last Notre Dame player, John Harbaugh, played with first round Hamilton. And another more
So, this stuff costs us it's a little bit of a strength of the brain.
you're calling him out, right? As you see Malachi Fields here, I think he's picking all over.
Trade down from 6 to 3.
Still getting Spencer Fana. And then they get themselves a Jewish selection.
The Dolphins are on the clock.
Still has 4 players and a ton of day 3 picks. We're back with the Dolphins.
Spring outdoor power deals happening now. 7 days to save. Pick your power. Pick your brand to refresh your yard this spring. Save during outdoor power deals now through April 29th at the Home Depot.
There's flying, and then there's getting more out of travel with Platinum. Get to the airport and make yourself comfortable with fresh sushi in Tokyo, a delicious cocktail in Atlanta, or even a soothing cup of tea in London. Enjoy thoughtfully curated dining with exceptional service to match worldwide. With access to the largest global airport lounge network, there's nothing like Platinum, official payments partner of the NFL.
Verizon Small Business Days are coming, where business experts are bringing support, special offers, and everything your small business needs. Score a meeting with an expert today.
Hey, you just earned 5% cash back on that. He's a real heartbreaker. You just earned 5% cash back on that. And this is from the woman over there.
You just earned 5% cash back on that. Also, if I start a condo line, will you join? Earn 5% cash back in different categories each quarter and up to $1,500 of purchases when you activate.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies. Like he's so much more than Saquon Barkley.
I'm also Stay Calm Barkley.
Oh, man, shut my uniform. What it?
Calm in.
Stress out.
I'll never remember all this.
Relax, Rook. When things get intense, we get incense. What a nice cleansing surprise.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Can I get a Bud Light? Sorry, the bar's not open yet. Oh, it's not for me. It's for the bride. She said, "Can I get the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light?" Her words, not mine. She actually wants 3.
She wants more of those deviled eggs, too.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
The 2026 NFL schedule is about to drop. Get ready for veterans and must-see showdowns. Every young stars ready for prime time. Plus the biggest international slate ever. The NFL schedule release on NFL Network and ESPN2. Turn the offseason on again with the NFL app. Your home for all things NFL.
It is time for football.
Get the news, the highlights, and deeper access with a subscription to NFL Plus. The picks, the moves, the plays. All in one place.
Wow! Are you kidding me?
All year long. Welcome home. Scan now and score 40% off NFL Plus.
Jermon McCoy, and we're on pick 75, and all these guys on the screen are considered value picks based on Daniel Jeremiah's best available. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock. And the Raiders are locked in on that. The latest pick of the Miami Dolphins is in. And it's time to get that pick for the Dolphins.
All right, hello again. With the 75th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Kellen Douglas, wide receiver, Texas Tech. Go, go. Caleb Douglas ran a 4.39, and we actually got that pick announced in under 4.39 seconds, so that was impressive all the way around. John is someone who's a big-time vertical stretch receiver, plays outside, a lot of deep over routes, tracks the ball well, that long stride, he can eat ground up in a hurry, guys. Matt Clutwich, their offensive coordinator, he tried to blend three different offensive schemes: the spread run game, the true air raid, and that deep choice scheme that Tennessee runs. And for me, Caleb Douglas was best when they were in that mode, stretching down the field.
Yep. Miami select wide receiver Khalid Douglas, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech on a run with Miami. That's 2 in a row for Miami. Jacob Rodriguez and now Caleb Douglas, the wide receiver that Dolphins fans were looking for. And it's time for the Steelers fans to party.
You know what's great? He just came to the podium right now. Right here in this city that he's trying to take over of the Batman movie. Derek Carmen.
This is a pick from the George Pickens trade.
How we doing? We in the building, man. We here. It is an honor, it's a blessing. Glad to be here with all y'all. Let's go, Steeler Nation! With the 76th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Drew Allen, Penn State quarterback. Let's go!
A bit of a double whammy here.
That's you see me.
Drew Allen gets drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Allen announced that it's his former teammate at Penn State, Joey Porter Jr. Takes Allen time here in Pittsburgh.
This is an interesting one. Drew Allen is from Ohio. I compared him to Joe Flacco, who played for the Ravens, and he just got drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it kind of all comes full circle here as they get that big body that matches the environment. Think about Big Ben here. Think about the bigger quarterbacks that have had success in this division. And we've seen Jimmy Graham here earlier. The size is a big deal when you're playing quarterback for this team in this town. The size does matter if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. But Will Howard, who's already on the roster, played in Ohio State, but where was he from, Joel? He's a Pennsylvania kid. And now we're getting now we're just flipping it around a little bit, guys. Now, Joel, I want you to talk a little bit about it because you articulated earlier what you liked about Allen.
Yeah, well, I thought he pushed the ball down the field well. And you see the strength in the pocket. It's kind of a college version of Ben Roethlisberger in that mold. Guys would slip off him in the pocket, and he would get outside with that big frame, and he would create plays. Listen, guys, I felt like he was miscast in their offense. Their offense was never suited to his strength. He's a big thrower. Get the ball down the field. And yet they wanted to run an RPO, very creative offense, and he tried his best. He's a gym rat, loves football, cares deeply about being great. If he gets in the right system, guys, he can be a better NFL quarterback than he was on the road.
And they left him a lot in the quarterback run game. Remember the Oregon game? That was a fourth down play.
Not his strong suit. But the thing I'm convinced for him very quickly, DJ, he's going to end up competing with Will Howard at some point. And what's going to come up? The big games. Lack of wins in the big games. Not always on the quarterback, but the quarterback carries it with him. I'll just say real quick, though, at Penn State, he had some tight ends, obviously, and Tyler Warren had some guys. He did not have any receivers for his entire time. The receiver room was, I love what you said. It could have been tough. They could have been a better crowd.
Rich, this isn't nice homecoming for Terrell, but he did grow up a Browns fan, so he's got to figure that out. Speaking of Steelers quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers still has not committed to the Steelers to return and play for them this year. They think he will. They are confident they have good conversation. They do not know for sure. My understanding is the team is also open to go Mason Rudolph at some point this offseason.
So right now, the quarterback room is Mason Rudolph and Will Howard, and now soon to be Drew Aller, and expected as the Aaron Rodgers trade. You saw one of the celebratory dinners was Mike McCarthy. He was rocking as they got to bring quarterbacks along, and now he's got two youngins. Drew Aller creating a buzz here in Pittsburgh.
With the 77th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Chris McClellan, defensive tackle, Missouri.
Just talked about the A&M tackle and said we'll see Chris McClellan come off the board soon because they were so similar and comparable as players. They felt like third-round guys. Absolute outstanding size and length that he brings to the table, over 34-inch arms, had the 5 sacks. You can see him as a pass rusher. He's got that club grip move. He's got a little hump move, a little power move. You see it right there trying to club guys. And then when you watch him at the point of attack in the run game, a little more stack and peak, just kind of stack blocks and then try to find the football.
Packers really liked him. They traded up from 84 with the Buccaneers to make that Ben Colts. With their next pick, the Falcons on the clock. Ravens and Jaguars behind that. The Steelers must not have another pick tonight because there's a ton of Steelers fans just leaving the exits. To the left of us, on the way back to our jerseys.
The United Football League is Premier Spring Football. New teams, new rules, and more access inside picks. This is Football Reimagined, the United Football League. Saturday on ESPN and Sunday on ABC.
Someday, your little hands won't be so little anymore. Until then, let's escape together, hand in hand, on a Disney cruise.
Lights on.
I didn't understand you.
Morning.
Hello.
Instead of building new ways for machines to talk to people,
Enjoy.
Chase is building new places for people to talk to people. Hi, welcome in.
Hi.
Chase, make more of what's yours. Spring outfit's so good. My family was on time for once. I'm still recovering. Kohl's Styles make spring a breeze. Start your outfits with the season's best shoe sale. Then complete the look with 15% off at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. A time to start new jobs, tackle new projects, and stock up on new tools at Harbor Freight. Whether you're a pro or just like doing things yourself, we've got the quality tools and savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring savings at Harbor Freight.
I'm a 200-year-old elf, and while I might be holding up on the outside, on the inside, I'm dead. Oh man, it feels good to just let go. If you don't have the right home coverage, well, this could break your bank. Switch to Allstate, and you can save hundreds. Put it on my tab. I'll show myself now. Confidence isn't given. It's built. One choice, one moment, one step at a time. How you feel is how you play. It starts with a click. Invisalign. I'm not here. I'm not Jack.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
America
American Express is the official payments partner of the NFL. Now, bringing card members closer to the action with world-class experiences and access. It's membership at its best. Okay. True valor that carries out the bumps here, that's for sure. Here on a Friday night. The Indianapolis Colts have only picked once so far in this draft. C.J. Allen, a linebacker out of Georgia that was earlier in round 2, and now their second pick of this draft coming up for a team that started out like an alpha flyer. Daniel Jones is their quarterback, and Jonathan Taylor looking like an MVP, offensive player of the year type, and then it all fell apart with the torn Achilles from Daniel Jones, and that was right when they traded 2 firsts for Sauce Gardner, so fortunes kind of changed. Now here's their second pick of the night.
We make some noise for the Bachelor Boys, the band that's been crushing it over the last 2 days. Listen, there's a lot of negativity about the Indianapolis Colts. What you need to do to all that negativity is you crush it up, you put it into your palm, and you think to yourself, does any of this matter anymore? No. The future is the only thing that matters. The Colts are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Way better than you dumbass Chargers fans down here. I'm joking. I like your team. I like the Colts more. I also like with the 78th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Indianapolis Colts select A.J. Halsey, CD, and LSU. See the Super Bowl, Bombers. Cheers. They went shopping to fix the middle of their defense in the SEC. They've already done it with the linebacker and C.J. Allen. Now they're going to A.J.
Compact frame, anticipate drive. It's Compass Landon Collins. 5'11" and 5'8" and 1/8.
He's really good at reading the quarterback and positioning himself to make plays on the football. Here he is doing it down in the red zone and doing it in the SEC at a very high level. Here's that physical presence that he brings. Also some leadership he's going to bring to that defense. They've drafted 2 guys in their defense that are leaders, that are very productive in Allen and now in Halsey. Dapping everybody up at the combine, showing a little bit of that leadership.
5 INTs at Houston in 2024. Career high 98 tackles in 2023. 70 plus tackles in every season.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Very quickly, he was an All-American, a freshman All-American in New Mexico, and our colleague Ben Bell has a great theory, kind of like Bill Parcells. If they're going to fight, they're going to fight his pups. So they play well early.
They go to the SEC to get a CJ and an AJ. Now here's the Atlanta Falcons after drafting. There are no more Terrell siblings, correct?
Hey, I hear about that. ATL, what's up, baby? We still here. We're going to keep this thing rolling. With the 79th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select. I guess we're going to keep it red and black. Second round branch. Wide receiver from Georgia. Rise up, baby.
He's still at school. I mean, they're draft picks. They're just to take a guess. They can bring them all in real easy. Now, he's from Las Vegas out there, Bishop Foreman, but went from USC, transferred to Georgia, and you talk about just get the ball in their hands and let them go. He's got legit track speed coming out of high school.
He's 5'8" and 5'8". He's undersized. 81 receptions in 2025, 10th in FBS. 811 reception yards, 6 TDs in 2025, team highs.
Five-star guy, and he came in right away. I can remember one of his very first escapes as a true freshman, catches a punt, takes it right back to the house. You're like, oh my gosh, falls in his hands, and immediately holds your breath. That's why he got all those catches near the line of scrimmage. Georgia did a good job getting the ball in his hand. I think he had over 80 catches last year, so a lot of production.
That offense can cook. I mean, Bijan may be the first overall pick in your fantasy draft this year, people. And I know Penix is on the screen there, but Tua's got a real shot to start if Penix isn't healthy and might beat him out of whatever competition if that happens. Drake London, Kyle Pitts. My word.
They're not short on speed.
They're not. They are not making on that turf there. That latest pick is in for the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, here comes the Ingram family again. They're very shy last time this year. They took a little bit of the brakes off.
Get him, deuces.
Hey, Pittsburgh, we still doing this? Y'all still hating on the player, huh? Y'all hate the player, hate the game.
Oh, boy.
Hey, but I like Pittsburgh. Every time I've been to Pittsburgh and played in y'all stadium, I'm 2-0. Over 100 yards in the game, 2 touchdowns. And y'all really gonna build it up on my Ravens take that rightful spot as the kings of the AFC North. I got my belt on me in case y'all get popped. But with the 80th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Jacoby Lane, wide receiver, USC. Fly Nation, let's go!
Jacoby Lane, wide receiver, USC.
This is a basketball player on grass when you watch Jacoby Lane. If you want to talk about wow catches, the best highlight reel, you can make a strong case that he has it in this draft class with unbelievable one-hand wow catches. How about this one? Just cupping the ball with his left hand. And it was all throughout his career at USC. You just keep watching it. You saw incredible plays where he'll go up, climb the ladder, he takes big shots, and can finish. Here's another one down here in the red zone. Watch him contort, adjust. One hand, that's all you need. How's that catch? Think about them losing Isaiah Likely. I know it's a different position, but he was that former basketball player type pass set down in the red zone. Here he is on a box jump. It's not too shabby there. It's a car in the background. Did we get how high that? There we go. Somebody do the math. It's a lot of math. It was high. By the way, in 2024, he had a ton of touchdown production in the red zone. Only Jeremiah Smith and Travis Hunter were the only other players in college football with 12 plus touchdowns. So when they got down into the red zone, they would target him because of that tracking ability and the catching ability in contact position. So this is a guy that can compete and come down with the football when it matters most.
Lane is the 8th receiver taken tonight, 13 overall. The record for the first 3 rounds of a draft is 17. So there's still enough time here. The Jaguars are now about to pick again. And this is the Minnesota Vikings being on the clock. Panthers, Tampa, again, the Steelers one more time. I mean, maybe all those people that just bolted after the last one can come back in, turn the machines back on. Unfortunately, Joel, there are no more Ravens picks, I believe. I would love to have I think the Ravens the Ravens have a ton of day 3 picks. They should trade back in just for that alone.
You know, they should just let him do Cleveland and Cincinnati, too.
With the 81st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Albert Regis, defensive tackle, Texas A&M.
Just referenced him, CD, a little bit earlier. Saw his teammate go off the board. It's kind of like twins in this draft, right? There's 2 of everything at every school. Regis is open. He's got a real quick feet. He's the undersized defensive tackle at A&M. He's one who plays with that leverage, gets underneath guys because of that shorter stature. And you see how thick he is in the lower half. He's able to use that for power, and then he can shoot some gaps as well with that quickness. Not the biggest guy at that position. He's just under 6'2", 295. He's got a little bit shorter arms, but someone who you see him, he flashes when you watch the tape. Even with the short arms and the short stature,